I remember as a kid seeing other kids and feeling like they had qualities about them that I didn't have. It wasn't until many years later when I realized they were experiencing the benefit of parents who had healthy relationships. My parents never actually divorced, but there were many times that I wish and even prayed that they would, because there was so much conflict in the household. I've been a trauma therapist and a licensed professional counselor for over 16 years, and have come to understand that parental conflict and divorce is some of the most impacting trauma that there could ever be. We're made for connection. The components that comprise healthy connection are being chosen, someone intentionally choosing to relate to us, being known, which would be defined as being seen and heard as an individual who's very good, being valued, meaning that our value is inherent, that our dignity is based on who we are as children of God and the fact that we're human beings with inherent dignity. It's not based on productivity or looks or money or status or power. And then finally, boundaries, meaning that because we're body, mind, and spirit, we get boundaries in all three of those areas, which is basically a place where I stop and you start. And it's what I need in order to feel safe in these areas. Being chosen, being known, valued, and boundaries. Those are really what we're made for. When they're there, it just becomes really natural. When somebody's relating to us in a way that communicates that we're known and that we're valued or accepted, it's good because it's good and right and true, but it's also good because it becomes the bridge by which we learn this is how I'm to be related to, in a way where I'm known and valued, where I'm seen and heard as very good, and where I'm valued based on who I am. And so because that becomes, I'm just really kind of absorbed into who we are and how we see ourselves, and it becomes the foundation for how we relate to others. When parental conflict is there instead, and we don't experience those things, and those things aren't just like regular fare throughout our daily lives, instead, we internalize those messages. It's like a friend of mine, when she was a little toddler, as her mom was on the phone, she had a carton of eggs and was sitting on the floor, and she was picking them up one after the other and just dropping them on the floor, these raw eggs, and just watching them crash and crack. And at that point, even though it was so much earlier than learning about gravity in science, she was learning about gravity already. And we learn these messages about how the universe works, and we adjust ourselves according to what we expect and what we expect to find. When we expect to find conflict, we can oftentimes end up seeking out relationships that are conflictual. When we expect to find ourselves being relied on way too much or even neglected, we can seek out relationships that mirror those same circumstances that we encountered in our early childhood, because we absorbed that message, just like my friend absorbed the message about gravity. And so for those reasons, parental conflict, divorce are profoundly impacting. They get taken in, they get internalized at a point in our life where we're not even consciously aware, but we just begin to seek these things out because we've come to understand that this is how the world is and this is how I'm supposed to be related to.